You with Tunisia Ali today, and we're talking about money. I am pulling a page from my book, which you can get off of Amazon. It's called Manifesting Your Masterpiece. Okay, it's self-coaching and daily mindset reflections for up-leveling and living your best life. The quote that I stumbled upon today is a quote for September the 10th, and it says, ground your finances. Each page in the book starts out with a pithy phrase, a verbal phrase that is challenging you to do something. And in this case, you're being challenged to ground your finances. It says you must have a practical plan when it comes to your money. Over time, a sound financial plan that you will follow, or that you follow, will produce amazing results. It increases your feeling of having enough, which creates more abundance. It is never how much you make, it's what you do with what you do bring in. When we are wasteful with our money, we never have enough because we really don't honor our money. Honoring our money means having an intimate relationship with our money and knowing what we have and what we are really doing with it. We must face our money fears. Don't allow the energy of money to intimidate you, or you'll never meet your financial goals. You have to develop awareness around your money. You can't afford to not know how much debt you have or what your monthly expenses are. The energy of money likes to be in the light and enjoys clarity. It likes to be counted, managed, and spent well because the energy of money seeks growth. Money recoils when it's hoarded, misused, and devalued. The energy of money will flow your way more easily if you cultivate the habits of mind and the habits of behavior that magnetize the energy of money. Face your fears around money and bring grounding to your finances. So the question that's being posed today is, how can you bring more grounding to your finances, or how can you be more grounded with your finances? So this particular quote really addresses several energetic principles, but the main one being the energy of money. Money is a spiritual tool. It's spiritual energy. Money has to be attracted and magnetized into our lives by the sort of relationship that we cultivate with money. It's similar to the relationship that you cultivate with anything that's important to you. For example, your lover. If you didn't provide a clean environment for your lover, if you never sat down to take inventory of what it was your lover needed from you, if you dishonored your lover, if you took your lover for granted, you left your lover, anywhere and everywhere, how could you expect any kind of reciprocity? So in knowing that, you have to approach your money relationship the same way. A lot of times, many of us, and I remember years ago I was in this space, and it's only been more recently that I've begun to really bring alignment to my life in the last few years as it relates to my finances, and not only bringing in so much, which has really never been the issue. It's been managing it and doing the right things. But these principles apply to wherever you are in your money journey, whether you're trying to decide what your money goals are, if you're trying to manifest more money into your life, if you're trying to keep your money, if you're trying to grow your money invested, whatever it is. We're talking about fiscal responsibility, but also being able to magnetize spiritual energy into your life that allows you and gives you the freedom to live the way you want to live. You do not have to be struggling. You are not brought into this world having this material experience as a spiritual being to be in lack and limitation. That is not the purpose for your creation. You were to come here to learn more about who it is that you really are and to step into your power as a conscious creator. And because we live in a third dimensional reality where money happens to be the currency, then it's important that you be able to manifest money into your life without it being difficult, without feeling as though you're living in struggle, without feeling as though you're living in not enoughness. So beginning to cultivate different kinds of attitudes about the money relationship that you have is very, very important. So this particular quote in particular is really encouraging you to begin to really take stock of your financial situation. Off the top of your head, you should know, what your bills add up to each month. You should have a general idea if you're an entrepreneur, because our income fluctuates. You should know the high and the low and the average. If you get a paycheck from Mr. Charlie, you should be able to already to have know from one check to the next how much that you're bringing in, how much is going out in taxes. You need to have a financial plan. You need to always pay yourself first. You need to begin to look at the relationship that you have with money. Are you spending money frivolously? How much debt do you have? What is your payoff plan? Debt creates emotional heaviness within us. And so it's important to have a plan and a route and a pathway to becoming closer to debt free by tackling that debt, by making sure that your dollars are going to pay off the debt with the high interest first, and all of these different other ways that you can attack various areas of your life, that when you begin to shed the light of awareness on them, you begin to feel more powerful. You don't avoid money anymore. You have no problems looking at your bills, because you recognize that your bills are something to be grateful for, because if you didn't have the bills, then you wouldn't have the services that are a result of the bills. So there's so many different ways. It's time for you to begin to redefine your money story. This book, while it addresses a lot of it having to do with our beliefs, the purposes, our passion, it deals a lot with money and the way that you can redefine your relationship with money so that you can manifest more abundance. So I do encourage you to get this book. I encourage you to allow the words in these pages to be a catalyst for financial transformation, for health transformation, for spiritual transformation, for emotional and mental transformation. You deserve to live the best life possible. You deserve at least to live the best life that you came here to live when you took it upon yourself to make that soul contract and you came here to the planet to do the work that you're supposed to do. Part of worship, part of your destiny has to do with manifesting the glory of God that is within you, coming here to do the work that you were charged to do in making this earth home a better place for not only yourself but for others. And that requires that you come back to and connect to the reality of who you actually are. You are not the person who's stuck. You're not the person who's settling in life. You're not the person who is not living up to their potential. You're not the person that feels lost without a passion and purpose. You're not the Hebrew slave that runs out to work every day and is overworked, underpaid, tired, underappreciated, and feels as though there is no other way. You are something that is much more glorious than that. And it's time that you begin to challenge yourself to stretch beyond the bounds of what you have allowed yourself to stretch towards. It's time that you release yourself from the shackles of your mind. It's time for you to step forward and to take that next step towards stepping into your rightful place. You deserve, as a divine being, as an instrument of good in this world, to have the things that are important to your happiness, your freedom, your joy, your healing, and your bliss. I am Tanisha Ali of Butterfly Transformations, connecting you to the vision of who you truly are. I help women and other individuals to gain clarity. I help them to heal and clear their energetic and emotional blocks, to up-level their mindsets, and to manifest abundance. And I am here to help you do that as not only a life coach and spiritual mentor, but also an energy healer, a tarot reader, a motivational speaker, and educator. Here for you to support you in whatever aspect of your journey you are in, whether you need a facilitator, someone to help walk you through areas of unfamiliar terrain, or whether you need a cheerleader and an accountability partner to help you move forward and transform that next area of your life that sometimes feels impossible. So connect with me. My information is in the description as well. The link to ordering this book is. Don't forget when you order it to leave a review after you go through a month or two's worth of the quotes and you've had a chance to see and feel the effects of the transformation or the transformative nature of this piece of work, make sure you go back to Amazon and leave a review. I hope that you have a wonderful, splendid day, and that you remember that every single day is a gift, and your job is to enjoy the gift of life. Join the evolution.